I should have hit a dab. Damn it.
Ew. I don't like that. People do it in
What
recruitment
if the plot of a
videos.
science fiction movie could be a reality?
Yeah, that's a
The
word.
cure for nearly every major medical ailment lies just beyond our grasp in the form of embryonic stem cells. After researching stem cells and their roles in the human body, I've reached the conclusion that these cells are worth pursuing as a form of treatment in the arsenal of modern medicine. Stem cell treatments have several obstacles to their use in medicine, including public education and the ethics of obtaining such cells. Today I will make the argument that the benefits outweigh these concerns. By now, many of you are probably wondering what are stem cells and where do they originate in the body. So one of the largest obstacles to the use of stem cells in the treatment of medicine is a lack of public education on what these stem cells are and what they actually do within the human body. So according to the June 2016 issue of the National Institutes of Health websites, stem cells are cells that have a unique capacity to renew themselves and give rise to specialized cell types. This essentially means that these cells can become any other type of cell within the body. They kind of start off as a blank cell, and then depending on the cells that are around them and the types of tissues that they're exposed to, they differentiate based off of what they're exposed to. The main factor determining the type of cell that a blank stem cell becomes is the type of cells surrounding the stem cell. So if the blank stem cells were exposed to, say, the skin cells of a burn patient, and then you allow them to grow and proliferate, you could eventually replace the skin on the burn victim and make it like the burn had never happened in the first place. So this could theoretically be used to grow new skin for a patient within hours that would otherwise have taken months. So according to the 2008 issue of the Harvard Outreach website, stem cells are cells that contain thousands of different genes, and they have not become active yet. This means that stem cells contain all of the genes that code for all the different types of cells within the body. These genes are simply waiting for the call to become active and begin the cell's transformation into a normal body cell, which supports the notion that these cells could be used as therapy in medicine to replace nearly any type of body tissue that was needed. In summary, if the public understood what stem cells were and that they were essentially a blank cell that could proliferate into any other type of cell, I believe that they would be much more receptive to their use in medicine. Public awareness is only half the battle when it comes to stem cells. Ethical concerns have also posed a major roadblock in the past several years to the use of these cells. My other main point of contention with stem cells and their use in medicine is centered around the ethical concerns that arise from their attainment. Stem cells are usually derived from human embryos in a process that is highly controversial. So according to the May 2009 article from the Endocrine Society, stem cell research is controversial because it involves the destructions of human embryos. Human embryos are the very beginning stages of life and have the potential to develop into full human beings. If implanted in a healthy woman, these would form a person and a child. Many people equate this to killing a person or even a young kid. And there are, however, multiple different types of stem cells, and not all of them involve the destruction of human embryos. These cells may represent a more morally sound path forward for the research and implementation of stem cell-based therapies. One source of these cells comes from the human umbilical cord and involves withdrawing cells with a hypodermic needle and does no damage to the mother or the child. These cells still have many of the same healing properties that embryonic stem cells have. Many people view the process of attaining these cells to be controversial, but there are ways around the barrier that are more or less morally sound. So these are the main obstacles to the implementation and use of stem cell therapy, and these reasons reveal the scenario is one that could be pursued in order to help patients and treat disease much more effectively. So after researching stem cells and what they can do within the human body, my conclusion is that the benefits of their use in medicine and medical therapies far outweigh the associated ethical issues. And stem cells should be used in medicine as a potential miracle therapy for patients. Stem cells can effectively replace any body tissue and can be attained within ethical bounds, and I hope that my speech was both informative and convinced you that stem cells are crucial in medicine.